Dell is in the beginning stages of a massive growth opportunity. According to management, Dell's total addressable market opportunity increased to $174 billion, up from $152 billion, and that number is expected to grow by over 20% annually over the next several years. Of course, that's supported by a growing demand to install AI-optimized servers to capitalize on the rising effectiveness of AI. That said, the other half of Dell's business is poised for a nice, albeit brief, growth surge. Corporations and individuals need to replace computers that were purchased en masse during the COVID era work-from-home requirements. That replacement demand is enhanced by an end of a Windows software update and AI-enabled PCs. So let's take a closer look at what's going on with Dell stock given that backdrop.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Dell's Chief Operating Officer Jeffrey Clark, in their investor update on August 29th, highlighted that revenue was up 9% year over year to $25 billion, and that was another record for their servers and networking business. Of course, that's all fueled by AI momentum, which accelerated in the second quarter. So not only is the AI business growing, but the rate of growth is increasing. So if you're doubting the AI momentum or the AI investing trend, here's yet another data point from a company that's operating in that market, saying that not only is the segment growing and approaching record revenues, but the rate of growth is also increasing. So it's still in early days. Dell saying that orders demand was $3.2 billion, primarily driven by cloud service providers. And these are the hyperscalers, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Meta platforms, and the Alphabets of the world that are offering these cloud service arrangements. They want to build new data centers because they're seeing phenomenal demand from their internal workloads and demand from their customers as well. Dell says they continue to see an increase in the number of enterprise customers buying AI solutions each quarter. And that's great news because so much of this demand for AI has come from a relatively few business buyers. And I mentioned the names already. According to NVIDIA, those hyperscalers made up close to 45% of their demand. And so it's heavily concentrated among those large hyperscalers. And it's good to hear that it's now expanding. The number of customers are expanding. So more and more businesses are becoming interested in building these AI data centers. They're also excited about the emerging sovereign AI opportunity, which plays to our strengths given our positioning with governments around the world. And I heard a lot about sovereign AI from NVIDIA, which I did a video about. I'll link to at the end of this video. NVIDIA talked a lot about how sovereign AI demand is growing and that they'll deliver billions of dollars in sovereign AI revenue this year and in future years as countries try to develop AI and not get left behind this AI arms race. The management also saying they shipped $3.1 billion worth of AI servers in the second quarter, but as they exited the second quarter, their backlog remained at $3.8 billion. So their backlog continues healthy at $3.8 billion. And so to capitalize on this opportunity, Dell is optimizing their sales coverage to better focus on AI opportunities, and the company added substantial engineering capabilities as well. Now, in the latest quarter, Dell's revenue is now better balanced between its infrastructure solutions group and its client solutions group. It's now closer to 50-50, and so it's understandable that Dell shift some of its resources to this new opportunity, which is growing much faster and is increasingly becoming a larger percentage of its business overall. Now, talking about that client solutions group where they house their personal computer business, they saw modest commercial PC demand growth in the quarter with healthy operating profitability, and they expect growth in the second half of the year. And that's what I've seen from other providers as well in the personal computing industry. The second half of the year better than the first half of the year expected, but also 2025 to be much better than 2024, and then 2026 to be another peak year. And one of the reasons for that, the company elaborates on here, is they're optimistic about the coming PC refresh cycle I talked about in the beginning of the video, as the install base continues to age and Windows 10 reaches its end of life later next year, and the significant advancements of AI-enabled architectures and applications continue. There are a number of AI-enabled PCs coming out this year, have already come out, and continue to come out later this year. And so that's driving demand for upgrades, as well as Windows 10, which is reaching its end of life later next year. So those who have Windows 10 are, knowing that they need to upgrade this computer. And this is one good reason to upgrade the computer, is because your software is reaching its end of life. So that part of the business, while it's a mostly mature business, it's not expected to grow longer term the way the AI business is expected to grow longer term. Just in the near term, over the next few years, 2020, second half of 2024, all of 2025, all of 2026, and perhaps even 2027, there's going to be a nice bump in revenue for this segment because of these reasons mentioned here. And then it's likely to settle down and be flat, low single digits for the foreseeable future. It's not likely to grow anywhere near double digits because it's a mature industry, largely serving replacement demand. But for the next couple of years, it can be very nice for Dell. So Dell's saying that they're still in the very early innings, and their AI opportunity with cloud service providers, enterprise, and emerging sovereign customers is massive. Immense is the word they use. Their view is supported by an AI hardware and services total addressable market of $174 billion, up from $152 billion, which is expected to grow at a 22% compounded annual growth rate over the next few years. So Dell is in an excellent position for the AI opportunity, to be sure, longer term, and then in the shorter term, a nice incoming boost to the Client Solutions Group segment as the replacement cycle really takes hold here in the back half of 2024 and 2025 and 2026. So excellent performance here from Dell. I recently upgraded Dell to a borderline buy, and I made that upgrade on September 2nd as a result of a better valuation and those excellent prospects I talked about in this video here. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.